hip-hop lovers, this is Vicky and you're watching Lex and Vicky Rap Zone. Happy New Year, it's 2020 and our first video reaction of this year. New Year, same us, which is great. We have a lot of plans for our channel for 2020, so stay tuned with us for more. Subscribe to our channel, put the notification on, and see what we have for you. Let's move to the newest track, aka diss track that Stormzy just dropped, called Disappointed. This track is addressed towards Wiley, godfather of grime, of UK grime, and to me it's super weird to see all of this diss going on. It has started the end of 2019, around Christmas time. Today, 7th of January, Stormzy dropped this track yesterday, January 6th. It's gotten 1.6 million views, comparing to Wiley's track called Idiot's Kingman, which is addressed to Stormzy. It's gotten only 700,000. Stormzy's track got twice as much in less than 24 hours. So we see that Stormzy is popping, he's more popular. This beef started dot rotten, neither Wiley nor Stormzy. He's an MC and rapper from South London. I'm really confused because during summer 2019, Stormzy dropped a track, Wiley Flow. Stormzy has always been a big fan of Wiley. He has always been, around him and admiring his art, his music, and now this diss, I don't know what is going to be addressed in this track, in particular the Disappointed, but the name of it already says that he's disappointed in Wiley. Prior this, Wiley and Stormzy started this beef and engagement in the comments on Twitter. So if you want to start any type of diss, any type of beef, just go to Twitter and start it. I mean, it's crazy how many diss tracks and how many beefs started over in Twitter. So it's crazy. Let's hear this track and we can talk more about this diss later on.
Disappointing. I came to your show and moved to your brother in front of your dad. Your old man just stood there pissed. I said, should've known better. Then you brought me out on stage right after. You fucking prick, going back your bro, mama soon busted it. We don't say them things, they look cut this shit.
So mad, so mad. Okay, so first we hear this beat and we hear the instrumental, and then we hear Stormzy saying, shoulda known better, shoulda known better. There is this track by Heady One, another rapper, Know Better, and this instrumental is from that track. In the first verse, Stormzy says, I came to your show and moved to your brother in front of your dad. Your old man was pissed, and continuing the verse. Here Stormzy addresses Wiley's half-brother and their diss back in 2015. His half-brother name is Cadell, and they had a diss a lot of years ago. So whenever it was time for Wiley to step up for his brother, he didn't. Instead, he invited Stormzy on the stage and they had really good time. So and then Wiley said that his brother deserved it. So, which is very strange to me, but that was back in the years. I am very confused because one time Wiley said that Stormzy was sent by God. I think it was around during summer sometime before the Wiley Flow dropped. It's also like Wiley is complimenting Stormzy, Stormzy is complimenting Wiley, and now this is going on. Some PR campaign, I don't know. What you think? Let's continue.
Jokes on Twitter, do you say the wrong thing? That was smoke from Twitter, and the man them I put him, you quote from Twitter. Riley's a prick, I love talk shit, then he sobers up and then begs it. I'm so big that the only thing big
Okay, I'm big, I'm bigger than, I'm so big, the only thing bigger than me is last year Brexit. Okay, I think he mentioned Brexit already during the Vossi Bob, and he mentioned Boris or something, or someone, yeah, I think he mentioned Boris, so now he's mentioning Brexit again. He's mentioning Twitter here, so actually that's where it all started, and he's saying something about like some mama jokes, and both of them like address some mama jokes. Well, it's exactly what he says is about suck your mom, I soon bust your lip. It's a little harsh, but anyway, that's what he says. And he said that Twitter is fun, but when you say the wrong thing, it starts to, a lot of smoke is starting going on. What I also noticed that a lot of social media channels are posting Stormzy's video, and you know, they're all around Stormzy, and honestly I didn't see a lot of social media channels posting something about Idiot Skangman and stuff that Wiley dropped, or any other of the grimers that started off this beef. So we see two things, and one of them is that social media channels are very biased and they're paying attention to Stormzy's art and music and whatever he is into. The other thing is that is just Stormzy is very popular and he is putting the grime on a map, the UK grime, and all of these other rappers, other grimers, they are not as noticeable. So I don't know, and this brings me to another point, that Wiley and Stormzy just having fun and, you know, shouting out each other. Like, let's be real, all this beef has happened just like this, like super fast. I feel like all of them were ready for this and they wrote everything down. They wrote the whole plan, who is going to drop what day after day. And I mean, he dropped the track on the 5th of January, and this is 6th of January. He's dropping the track and the video. I don't know, just really very, very weird. Let me see when Wiley's track dropped. January 5th, I'm telling you. And he's also saying that there's going to be Idiot Skangman too. Let's get back to the lyrics. I just wanted to also mention that he called Wiley a prick, which is also very funny word, I'd say. It reminds me of Eminem. He also accused Wiley of being on crack and selling crack, I guess. Let's continue.
I can't tweet, I'm too reckless. I'm too BBC breakfast. Free smoke, so come get this. This old man, you regret this. Alright then, challenge accepted. Smoke and sight from the brothers I slept with. Told me suck your mum, I don't like that. See, when I slap your face, you best fight back.
Again, mentioning crack, again saying stuff about mom, as well as he's calling Wiley an old man. And Wiley is almost 42 years old, so I wouldn't say he's an old man, but he's been in the music industry for a while. Now let's continue.
He's the head up now, so go buy that. They say that I'm pop, I don't mind that. All you pussy boys just way too anointed. And I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Cause your first love's going in the toilet. There's more to come, where was you? When your little bro was moving nervous. You told me he deserved it. No respect for you, thing of mine. That's what makes it the king of grime, so
Probably drinking tea from that big cup. I like how Stormzy's always having either mentioning the tea or having the tea in his cup. Very English. The line says that they don't like me when I sing. And Wiley mentioned in his Idiot Skangman that Stormzy is pop and he's worse than Ed Sheeran, and he joined Ed Sheeran, and he's using grime just to get noticed, but he's singing, and like he's just ruining this grime vibe. I disagree, but that's just my personal opinion. I like when Stormzy sings, and one of his songs in Heavy is Dad, actually Heavy is Dad, he is singing there, and it sounds nice. He calls himself the king of grime, which is very loud. Overall, some great punchlines. I like it. So the instrumental from the Heady One track, No Better, and we hear some references, shoulda know better, shoulda know better. The diss is addressed to Wiley, and I guess there's going to be another part and the continuous one until they smash it like all of them do. Some little PR to make the Heavy as the Head pop, to make Wiley a little bit more noticeable, but I'm telling you, mark my words, they're going to have some feature very soon. Just because it's 2020, it's a new decade, like, and I don't know, it's just seems like it's very, very planned. But please tell me I'm wrong, and you know, reassure me in the opposite. The video seems like a one shot, very you know, very vibey, Stormzy style, dark with some neon colors. He is just holding that cup of tea and, you know, just vibing around, feeling himself. Don't be biased, really. Tell me what you think about all these tracks, about the Idiot's Gangman, about the Stormzy track Disappointed, and other Dot Rod and beefs that he got like day after day. Like, tell me it's not planned. I'm serious. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe to our channel, give us shout outs on your channels, and have fun during this winter time. See you soon. Hip hop lovers at Lex and Vicky Rap Zone. Peace.